Hello, Taurus. This is your reading for the month of February. If you watched the year ahead spread, then you saw the Eight of Cups and the Judgment card come out for you. So we're going to dig deeper into why those two cards came out for you. I moved my mic a little bit further away because I realized sometimes it's a little loud. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. There will be an extended portion available on Patreon. So if you want to dig deeper, I encourage you to go there for a very affordable price. You can get the extended readings for all of the zodiac readings. All right, let's get a card for Taurus for the Eight of Cups and the Judgment card. Why did the Eight of Cups and Judgment card come out for Taurus? Okay, we got Lilith. Maybe you need to stand up for yourself, not take no for an answer. It could have something to do with a wound that you're learning to heal, that you're either discovering or learning to heal. We got Lilith and Chiron. Two very powerful energies. I'm going to go ahead and pull some Kipper deck cards before I pull the explanation or go over the explanation for these two cards. Show me more about why the Eight of Cups and the Judgment card came out. There could be something that you're learning. You could be learning to walk away from something. There could be a repetitive wound or cycle that you're breaking, that you're healing, that you're recognizing, acknowledging. Okay. Anything else for Taurus? Okay. All right. You could be starting a new journey. All right, let's get into Lilith first. Lilith is a shadow. So you could be doing some shadow work and noticing some things that you didn't recognize before. Taking your power back and from people who take advantage of you not being aware of your power. It shows how to work through repressed anger. This is a card that comes up when it's time for you to stand up for yourself, like I said before. Lilith asks that you don't back down. Continue to push forward. In fact, you have the capacity to downright destroy those who continue to oppress you. You are powerful enough to do so. This situation could just be backing you into a corner so that you can come into realization of your power and actualize it. Call on this powerful figure of womanhood when you feel like you don't have enough strength left. Sometimes the strength is just walking away from people who you are told you are supposed to love or the goals and expectations others have set for us. I do feel like there's a wound, there's a cycle, there's something repeating that you're learning to walk away from. You realize it's not fulfilling you and you're like, peace, I gotta go with that Eight of Cups energy. With Chiron being here as the healer, you're learning how to heal something. You're learning how to heal a wound. You're addressing a wound. You're coming face to face with it. You're seeing the silver lining here. Chiron appears when we have that nagging feeling of self-doubt we just can't shake. You already have all the tools you need to solve your problem. You just need to have some deep self-reflection to find them. Try as we may, even the most evolved people carry their trauma with them everywhere they go. How they use the trauma is what is important. Are you lashing out at those around you? Or are you focusing your emotions on something productive to better your life and the lives of your community? This asteroid carries with it a delicate balance between inward focus, tending to yourself, and outward focus, tending to others. Swaying too far in one direction can make us overindulgent and selfish, and the other way can leave us feeling neglected and burnt out. This is an ongoing theme of life that we all must experience at one point or another. So I feel like these experiences that you're going through are basically challenging you to stand up for yourself and put yourself first and find that balance, not overdo it for others, but not also overdo it for yourself. I feel like there's some codependency, like you're trying to please everybody else around you more than you're really checking your own needs first and foremost. And with the North Node and Taurus, I mean, it's gonna make a transit to your sun. If you're watching this for your sun sign, whichever placement you have in Taurus, it's gonna make an aspect to that point in your chart at some point if it hasn't already. So, yeah, there's something that's taking place. Can't wait to get into it with the tarot cards. That's going to be in the extended portion. But there's something that's taking place that's the catalyst for all of this to happen. So we got message of concern. So there could be a text message, an email, a phone call, some type of correspondence that what did I just do? That you get, and it could make you feel concerned. It may not be bad news, but it's something that surprises you or sets you back. It could be disappointing news. It could be a small crisis or a quarrel. You can find out somebody's in jail. Like, quite literally, you can find out somebody's in jail with this imprisonment card being here. You can find out that somebody's stuck in something, or that you're stuck in something. That maybe you agreed to something and it's not what you thought or something. But this card says you should reconsider your wishes and goals. This card warns against disillusions, sad news, or an inconvenient truth. So there's something that you're realizing or coming to grips with. I do feel like for most of you, there's an inconvenient truth you're being made aware of, and you have to stand up for yourself. You can't continue to be a victim in this situation knowing what you know now. You have to act differently. So maybe your plan is to work on getting out of this situation, and it's going to take a while. It's like you missed your exit, and now you got to backtrack, and it's going to take you a while to get back on the right track. That's kind of how it feels. So the news that arrives could be a little bit depressing, or alternatively, it could be a minor illness or weakness. Might be relating to, what exactly the message might be relating to could be indicated by adjacent cards. For example, a legal dispute did not rule in your favor, or you can find out you're locked into a contract, an agreement, a lease, something, and it could just feel it makes you feel like you're stuck or you don't have control over the situation. I'm going to get into imprisonment in a second. Actually, I'm going to get into it right now. I wanted to see if there was a time frame associated with this card. I believe there is. No, it doesn't say. Disappointing news. Yeah. I mean, it could be something that's a misunderstanding, but I think for a lot of you, it's just something that you didn't want to hear. It's like an inconvenient truth. You're like, okay, cool, bet. Now I understand what I'm working with. So with the imprisonment card here, what is happening with my music? Sorry. I would rather hear that than outside in this fan. It's so hot today. Anyway, this card is literally for like a prison, jail, asylum. You could feel stuck. I don't know if I like this. You could just literally feel stuck. It could be like a rehab center. It also says bank or military barracks. It stands for anything locked, off limits, or secured. So something I think you feel locked away. We're going to get into it, of course, but something or someone is locked away or off limits. So there's a feeling of being trapped or feeling trapped. Or maybe that's something that you're trying to avoid, and that's why we saw the Eight of Cups. Or you're working on getting away. Maybe it's going to take a while, but for now, the situation is like, damn, I'm here. I got to be here. Like, I can't leave. Okay, cool. Let me just work on my exit strategy. That's kind of how it feels. For some of you, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Again, it's being trapped in a relationship, a job, a situation. It speaks of fear, loneliness, and isolation. It could mean literal jail or prison time. So you could, like I said, you could quite literally find out that somebody's in jail. Maybe it's somebody else, or maybe you find out that you have a fine or something, and if you don't pay it, you could go to jail or something like that. That could be an implication. Let's see. It does not have a particular time frame, but it does indicate time seeming to pass very slowly. Perhaps you're facing insurmountable barriers. Yeah, so you could just feel like you're experiencing unfulfilled love or relationships that is characterized by restrictions or resignation. Even professionally, this card characterizes that is forced, restraint that is forced. So, yes, there's something that's beyond your control. It could even be an emotional imprisonment. It might mean that you're trapped in a personal or contractual relationship where your opinion or where your options may be restricted by feelings of guilt, your conscience, legal obligations, or financial limitations. So there's something you you could be mentally trapped or physically trapped, but it's taking you a while to get out of this. This card does specifically give a time frame of 1 to 2 years. It's about a journey. It's about a marathon. It's about doing something that takes a while, and you're not really sure what the journey consists of. There's going to be many changes and transformations along the way, but all you can see is the light at the end of the tunnel. All you can see that there is hope. There is a light on the other side. Let's see if there's anything else that I missed about the pathway card. Yeah, your destination can't quite be seen, but it looks like there's some pleasant times in the distance. It can also take a hint of 1 to 2 years. So maybe you've already been on this journey for about 1 to 2 years. Maybe you're in the middle of it. Maybe it's been a year and some change. Or maybe you're initiating something now. You're making, again, your exit strategy, your exit plan, and maybe it's going to take you 1 to 2 years. Or maybe it feels like it's going to take you 1 to 2 years with this imprisonment card. It could just be the illusion of how long something feels like it's taking. But you listen, this year you can manifest almost anything. Almost anything. So that's the first portion of this reading. Yeah, I'm going to dig deeper into this reading with the tarot card. So if you want to check that portion out, you can join me on Patreon. I hope to see you over there so we can dig into this tarot spread. But if you're ending here, I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace, love, and light. Personal readings are available at anythingbutordinary.us. And yeah, see you next time. Bye. Don't forget to like.